My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Star Wars Black Series Starkiller Base Rey. So here we have Rey on the Starkiller Base in packaging. This is of course a Kmart exclusive figure, and she does come with a lightsaber as well as two display bases for the Starkiller Base. Really excited I have Rey. We can see a picture of Rey right here holding the lightsaber. On the side, unlike most Black Series figures, the right-hand side, the left-hand side has the name and the red trim on the side. The right-hand side has her name, as well as the Starkiller Base. On the back, we get the same read-up we saw in Rey's first release figure, except it says Rey Starkiller Base. Rey is a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats on the harsh desert world of Jakku. And then we also have it in different languages right there. Really excited I found Rey in store, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of the review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Rey posing out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually go on to some of her accessories. The first accessory we're going to go over is this landmass, this piece of ice. If you remember the Kylo Ren one, he only came with one, and that was mainly the base he was standing on. Rey actually comes with two. She does come with this larger piece, which you can see it's done fairly well. It's painted with white and then it's frosted a little bit. Looks really good out, honestly. The snow is actually on the top, and then the way they painted it's like frosting into the snow. So really cool accessory. Like I said, this one doesn't have any grooves or place where you can actually stand the figure, so that's a little unfortunate. It looks like it would lock into another piece, but unfortunately it does not. And I say it looks like it because that looks like a right angle right here. So I don't know if they were planning to do that or if this was just something else. But it has a lot of nice little details. You can see all the rocks are nicely sculpted. Moving that off to the side. Her other accessory is her base, which has the actual foot grooves in it. And it seems like this white on this seems a little heavy. It's almost like a whipped creamy color. Let's actually zoom in on that. Like, it doesn't look like snow like the other one. This looks a little more like whipped cream. Or Cool Whip. I'm not sure if you guys can see that now. And I kind of want Cool Whip now. But anyway, it looks more like snow at the edges. But in the main base itself, kind of looks creamy. If that makes any sense. And like I said, really well sculpted. A lot of nice details on it. And you know what? It does connect. Huh. Okay. So, no, it doesn't connect. It looks like it. Hold on, hang on a second. No, it doesn't connect. Well, it did look like it connects right here. So you can't fault me for that. But anyway, moving those off to the side. Here we have Rey, and let's move on to her final accessory, getting that out of her hand, is the lightsaber. Anakin's, Luke's, Rey's, Finn's, whatever you want to call it, she comes with that lightsaber. And it is the standard Black Series Luke Skywalker lightsaber that we've gotten with every Luke Skywalker from episode 4 and 5. Really nicely detailed, and yes, the blade does come off if you really want it, so you can just have the handle, or you can have the ignited blade. Let's actually zoom in on it. It's actually fairly painted well. You can see the little red ignition button, those black parts. I kind of wish that the handle was painted a little better, because there's some details missing right here on the hilt where it should be black instead of silver. And then this little knob should be gold, not just plain. But really nice as the blade, unlike Kylo Ren's, it's just a smooth blade. And then if you really wanted to have the ignited blade, it just tabs into place. So here we have the fully ignited lightsaber. One thing I will point out right off the bat is that you cannot get Rey in a two-handed sword pose. And that's really because of the way her outfit is sculpted, that her arm can't go any further in than this. And that's kind of disappointing, seeing as how you want her to be holding the lightsaber with both hands. And her hands are also hold the lightsaber at an angle. Like, there's no way to have her holding it straight up. It's always going to be at an angle. And that's just the way her hands are sculpted. Her hands were sculpted for her, her staff weapon, not the lightsaber. So it's always going to be at a constant angle. Kind of wish they also included a blaster with Rey. That would have been a cool accessory. Missed opportunity there, so we might never get Rey's blaster for the Black Series, but, I can live without it because we actually do have the Starkiller Base Rey. And if we can go on to some of her detail. Now, this is actually a reissued Rey head sculpt, and what I mean by that is that they had two Rey figures, the first release and the second release. This is actually more of the second release. The lips are actually more of a rosy color than a pink. And the rose on her cheeks isn't as prominent as on her first release. So really nice. You can see there is some missing paint on her neck, and that's mainly just because of scraping. That is actually brown paint from her hair. And then she's just wearing that same garb that we saw the first time we reviewed her, but then when we get to her boots, they're covered in snow too, except the back for some reason. The back of her boots are not covered in snow. Kind of odd, because with Kylo Ren they kind of went crazy on the snow. But really nice figure. If you have the first series Rey, or Rey's first figure, excuse me, you essentially know what you're getting. And let's move the camera back out. So we can go on to Rey's articulation. She does have a ball-jointed head. She can move up and down on that joint. She can tilt her head side to side, as well as swivel left and right. She also does have a neck hinge, which lets her look up further and down a lot more. Arms on a ball hinge go out about that far. Do a full 360. She's single jointed at the elbow, as well as spins at the elbow. She spins and bends at the wrist. She has that same ball joint in her torso that gives her a full range of motion, which also swivels. Legs go forward, back, and out, still hindered by her garb, although this seems to be a little lighter than her first release, so I kind of like that. But she does swivel at the thigh, legs go forward, back, and out. Single jointed at the knee, spins at the knee, as well as has an ankle hinge and a pivot point in the ankle, so you can get her in a lot of wide stances. So really nice figure, really glad I picked her up. What I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her pose, and move on to my final thoughts. Then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. So here we have Rey on the Starkiller Base pose for my final thoughts. And before I go into the review, or with my final thoughts, I did get her in a two-handed sword stance, but it is kind of awkward looking, and for what it is, it kind of works for Rey because she didn't know how to use a lightsaber in episode 7, so I guess it works, but at the same time, she wasn't meant to do it. And then I kind of got the Starkiller Base connected, as you can see. I was looking at the bottom, and maybe it's not supposed to fit flush, but at the top, it looks like a fissure. So, is it supposed to go like that? I don't know. I'm not going to say it is supposed to be like that, but you can see right there it does line up. So, who knows? Only Hasbro, unfortunately, so let's get Rey back on the Starkiller Base. If you're looking for this Rey, she is exclusive only to Kmart. I got lucky and went into Kmart, and they had just a couple of these on the shelves. It looks like on average Kmart is only going to be getting 4 Reys in stock. So if you're looking for Rey, you've got to be one of the first ones there, because you're probably going to miss out on her if you're a little late. So if you want this Rey, Kmart's the only place to go, or you can go online, which is probably going to be a little more expensive. She does come with a lightsaber, and that's an accessory that was kind of missing from Finn in his first release. Surprisingly, Finn never got a lightsaber. That's kind of sad. But anyway, if you can find Rey and you need to pick her up and you're a completist for the Black Series, you're going to need to pick this figure up because she does have a lightsaber and it is from a critical scene in the movie. So if you want to make a diorama, you can actually do that now. But anyway, I'm King Dragons 5000 saying thank you for watching my video. If there's something you want to mention about this figure that I may have forgotten, please let me know. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, check out all my other Star Wars reviews, as well as all my other figure reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.
My dream